In our lecture today, we'll be discussing a critical issue that arises when adults, especially parents and educators, frequently express negativity and hopelessness, particularly about economic hardships in the presence of children and teenagers. As we navigate this topic, we will explore the profound psychological and social impacts of such behavior and its potential consequences for young minds. We would like to bring to your attention that this video serves as a visual accompaniment to our audio lecture. If you prefer to listen to the audio version, feel free to do so. And if you find our content valuable, kindly support us through the provided means. Now let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Our point today revolves around the impact of consistently portraying a bleak picture of the world, especially the financial state of affairs, to children and teenagers. The world is not that dark. Why does it seem so? Since young people are generally not deeply involved in the complexities of financial struggles, hearing repeated complaints about economic hardships from those close to them can foster feelings of pessimism and hopelessness. It can inadvertently convey the message that life is overwhelmingly challenging, leaving little room for joy or optimism. Children and adolescents are incredibly impressionable and tend to mirror the emotions and attitudes of the adults in their lives. When those around them, such as parents or teachers, regularly express negativity and despair, it can normalize these feelings for the youth, potentially leading to a distorted view of the world. For instance, if a parent consistently laments about financial difficulties without offering any positive perspective, it can inadvertently instill fear and worry in their children. Over time, this can shape the child's perception of life as inherently stressful and burdensome. Furthermore, in educational settings, teachers who dwell excessively on negative topics such as economic struggles may unintentionally dampen the learning environment. When instructors consistently project hopelessness and negativity, it can create a classroom atmosphere that is uninspiring and uninviting. It's potentially discouraging students and hindering their cognitive and emotional growth. Moreover, the constant exposure to negativity can have detrimental effects on the mental well-being of children. When they are repeatedly confronted with pessimistic views about the economy and the future, it can contribute to heightened levels of anxiety and depression. Young minds are particularly vulnerable to such influences, and prolonged exposure to negativity can normalize these emotions, making it challenging for them to develop healthy coping mechanisms and resilience. It is crucial to recognize that while acknowledging economic and social issues is essential, the manner in which these topics are presented to children and teenagers significantly impacts their understanding and emotional well-being. Adults have a responsibility to consider the psychological effects of their words and actions on young minds and to strive for a balanced, appropriate approach when discussing such sensitive issues. Let's move on to the second key point in our discussion. Life is not simply black and white, but is filled with various shades of color. Our point today highlights that a balanced and nuanced perspective is necessary when dealing with challenges and adversities. While it is important to acknowledge difficult situations, it is equally crucial to recognize the multifaceted nature of life and avoid painting everything in overly negative terms. Children and teenagers need to be shielded from the constant complaining of adults about hardships because it can inadvertently instill a sense of hopelessness and despair in their young minds. Young people are naturally curious and observant, and when they hear repeated complaints about economic difficulties, it can create a distorted view of the world. They might start to believe that financial struggles are insurmountable and that life is inherently filled with suffering, which is far from the truth. When adults, especially parents and educators, consistently focus on the negative aspects of the economy and the future, it can inadvertently create a sense of fear and anxiety in children. They might internalize these messages and start to perceive any challenge as overwhelming and unbearable. This can hinder their ability to develop a positive self-image and a sense of resilience, which are crucial for their overall well-being and personal growth. Instead, it is important to foster a balanced perspective in children by acknowledging the difficulties while also emphasizing the beauty and opportunities that life has to offer. Encouraging them to see life's complexities and teaching them to cope with challenges in a healthy manner will better prepare them for the inevitable ups and downs of life. By doing so, we can help them develop into resilient, optimistic individuals, ready to face whatever challenges may come their way. Moving on to the third key point in our discussion, our topic draws upon religious teachings to further emphasize the importance of finding light and positivity in difficult situations. Many religious traditions teach the value of seeking solutions and maintaining hope instead of succumbing to despair and negativity. Our point here is that constantly focusing on one's own problems and misfortunes, whether through excessive complaining or self-pity, can be detrimental to both oneself and those around them. When individuals become consumed with their own perceived victimhood, they risk losing sight of the bigger picture and failing to appreciate the blessings and opportunities that still exist in their lives. This attitude can create a toxic emotional environment, draining the energy of those close to them and hindering personal growth and happiness. Furthermore, indulging in excessive self-pity and a victim mentality can lead to feelings of helplessness and a lack of control over one's circumstances. This can result in a diminished sense of purpose and motivation, making it challenging to take positive action and work towards creating a better future. Instead, religious teachings encourage individuals to cultivate gratitude for what they have, to seek solutions through prayer and reflection, and to maintain hope in challenging times. By doing so, one can find strength and resilience, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Now let's move on to the fourth key point in our discussion. Our topic addresses the potential consequences of constantly complaining and emphasizes the importance of being mindful of one's emotional state and its impact on others. Our point here is that sharing one's problems excessively can sometimes be counterproductive and even harmful to one's well-being and relationships. When individuals become overly fixated on their own problems and misfortunes, it can create a burden for those around them. Constant negativity and complaining can wear down the emotional reserves of friends and family members, leading to feelings of exhaustion and resentment. It is crucial to recognize the emotional needs of others and to avoid dominating conversations with one's own problems. Moreover, oversharing personal struggles can be risky, as it may expose vulnerabilities that could be exploited by others. It is essential to maintain a balance between openness and restraint, ensuring that personal information is shared with those who can offer genuine support and understanding. Creating a culture of mutual respect and consideration for others' emotional boundaries is vital in building and sustaining healthy relationships. Finally, it is important to remember that while seeking help and support is a sign of strength, relying solely on others for emotional support can be detrimental. Developing a sense of self-reliance and inner strength is essential for personal growth and resilience. By cultivating a positive mindset and focusing on one's own emotional well-being, one can better navigate challenges and create a more fulfilling life. In conclusion, our topic encourages individuals to find balance and perspective in difficult situations, while also emphasizing the importance of considering the emotional impact of their words and actions on others. By adopting a more positive and solution-oriented mindset, one can cultivate greater resilience, stronger relationships, and a more fulfilling life. As we come to the end of our discussion, we would love to hear your thoughts and experiences on this topic. Please feel free to share your insights and comments below. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey, and we look forward to engaging with you further in the comments section. Before we part ways, we kindly ask you to support our work through the provided means. Your generosity helps us continue delivering valuable content. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with friends and family whose lives may be positively impacted by this message. Together, we can make a difference. Stay blessed and keep spreading positivity. Disclaimer: this lecture is intended for reflection and educational purposes only. All cultural and religious references are symbolic and should not be taken as direct legal, theological, or psychological advice.